Alright everyone, in this video we're going to be taking a look at the Galaxy A23 5G and its gaming capabilities. Stay tuned. Alright everyone, hopefully you guys are having a good day. Hopefully everyone is safe out there. I did get a few comments on which game I should play or which game I should test, and I got Pixel Gun 3D. I know someone said that Call of Duty is my favorite game on here, so I'm just going to play that as well. We had someone say PUBG Mobile, and of course the most graphic intensive game is going to be Genshin Impact. And we're going to go ahead and try all of these out right now and see how they run. So first and foremost, Pixel Gun 3D. Let's go ahead and load it up. Alright guys, so if we see our game frame rate right there, it's going to be set to FPS 60, so 60 frames per second. We're going to go ahead and start out a classic mode game right now and see how this runs. Alright, so let's go ahead and see how this goes. So I believe this is the highest graphical setting. I didn't see any other graphic settings on here other than the frames per second. If I am wrong, definitely correct me in the comments section down below. This is actually my first time playing this one, and I'm looking through a camera, so this is a little hard. So just a heads up to anybody. So obviously this game runs perfectly. We're going to play it for a little bit more. Then we're going to go ahead and switch the games. Got our little assist right there. So this game runs perfectly fine at 60 frames per second, and I don't really have any heating issues yet, so we're looking good on Pixel Gun 3D. Let's go ahead and get one last elimination. There we go. So this game runs perfectly. Alright guys, so next game on the list is going to be Call of Duty Mobile. And we have our next game right here. Also, the speaker on this device is very loud, very crisp. It is going to be a little hard to not be blocking it when you're playing a game. Kind of sucks that they put the speaker right there, but that is going to be one of the cons about this phone, is it is easy to block if you have big hands. So just a heads up for you guys right there. As far as the settings on this game, I believe I set this... Yeah, so it's going to be set to high on both of these. I actually put the frame rate at max and it seems to be running decently. But those are going to be the basic graphics that you can put on here. You can either have it on very high on both, or you can have it on high on quality and max on frame rate. So we're just going to try it on the highest settings and see how this runs. So far it's doing a really good job. I don't see any slowdown whatsoever when I was playing this earlier. So we seem to be having a pretty good experience so far. We already got one of our kill streaks. What? But if you guys are into Call of Duty Mobile, this looks great. This sounds great as well, as long as you're not covering up the speaker. And I'm sure you can have a case that combats that issue of covering that. So let's go ahead and see what else we can do on here. But running perfectly so far. I don't see any slowdown. I don't see any graphic glitching or anything like that. So good news here if you guys like this game. Ooh. Okay, so it seems this game runs good. We're gonna get our last little elimination right here. See how the graphics on this look. Yeah, so everything's running good. Game runs perfectly on high or max graphical settings, and you're gonna have no issues playing this game. Third game we're going to be checking out is going to be PUBG Mobile. Let's go ahead and check it out. All right, everyone. So before we actually go ahead and drop, we're going to see what our presets are on as far as the graphics settings. So it looks like for our graphics, we're going to be set on HD. And it looks like our frame rate, we're actually going to be set on high. So that's some really good news. Yeah, I think that's the highest we can go to. So the highest we can go to on the Galaxy A23 5G on PUBG so far is going to be HD. Obviously, we have HDR, Ultra HD, and UHD. But we're going to see how this goes. I will let you know about any heating issues. I do feel it getting a little bit warmer, but it's nothing that my hands can't handle. It's not really anything that's going to jeopardize your gameplay or anything or damage the phone. So we're going to go and start this off. As far as the graphic quality above, it looks good. So this processor is doing a decent job. This is the Qualcomm Snapdragon 695 5G. Let me go ahead and turn off those people, and we have the Adreno 619 on here. So that is going to be our GPU. But everything from above, usually on the lower spec phones, we don't see any of the graphics from above. But right now it looks like everything's loading in very, very nicely. So everything looks good on here, especially for the price of this phone. And it seems like we're not having any issues with that so far. Trees look decent, the rocks look decent, the grass looks good. We're gonna go ahead and see if we can find a weapon right here and see if we can go pick off some enemies real quick. So I'll update you guys in a second, because this is a very, very large open world map, and sometimes a little hard to find enemies. Alright, so we have a first person. Had to get him with the crowbar right there, because I did not have anything else. There we go. So let's go through his. We got our first elimination. So running decent so far. We're going to see how this gun looks. That really scared me right there. That was insane. I haven't played this game in so long either, so definitely going to take in some used to. But we have our AR. And we have a car right here. Might as well test this out, right? Hey. So it looks good. The shadowing and everything looks good. As you guys can see, the reflections of the car as well. It sounds like we have someone else very, very close. Alright, so homie took him out. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be glitching at all. Everything seems to be running fine. It is heating up a little bit more, so just a heads up about that. I was playing games on this for about an hour straight before, though, and downloading all of the games necessary to do these tests, so that may be one of the reasons. The speaker does a great job, though. Very loud, very crisp speaker. Definitely going to be captivating when you play your games on here. Alright guys, so I jumped out of the car right now. I fell out. I am down. So this kind of sucks. Everything looks to be running really good on this game so far, though. So PUBG is 100% going to work. We're just going to scrap this because I don't want to load up another game. But everything looks to be running really, really decently on PUBG. So no problems here. And of course, we have the highest graphic intense game, or the most graphic intense game. We have Genshin Impact, and we're going to go ahead and load that up and see how this runs. So we're loading up the game now, and I actually did try this yesterday. I was actually pretty impressed. I did not think the A23 5G was actually going to be able to run this, but it runs it perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. So super excited about that. I know a lot of people are going to be excited about this. The heat on this phone, though, is going to be maybe a little bit of an issue for anybody playing this without a case. It's not super hot to the touch, but it is getting warmer. One of the reasons being, obviously, I have a heat lamp on this phone, or not a heat lamp, just like a really big studio light on this phone. So that's probably the issue. And I'm in a room that's actually very, very warm, and it's like 106 outside right now. So that may be the issue. But everything looks decent so far, as you guys can see. We're gonna go ahead and take out a few of these people. I don't know what these are called. This is like the second time ever playing this game. Really cool game though so far. Reminds me of Zelda. And I actually did put the graphic settings up a bit, so it honestly looks really good. Was very, very surprised by this, and it runs very well as well. But we're gonna go and show you what we have on right here. So the presets on the graphics are actually going to be low. So the default is going to be low. I actually did set this to custom, so it is overclocked, as you guys can see. And as far as the render resolution, I have it on medium, shadow quality medium, visual effects medium, SFX quality low. I did put the frames per second up. It was at 30 on default, but I put it up to 60, and it seems to be doing a decent job so far on this game. So I don't really have any complaints with the graphics and everything. Everything looks super, super beautiful. If you do have it on low graphic settings, it is gonna look a little weird. That's the reason why I just overclocked it and I put the graphics up a little bit more. But this game is absolutely beautiful. Open world game, definitely reminiscent of a Zelda game like Wind Waker. Those type of graphics, maybe a little bit more defined. But really liking how this game looks so far. We're gonna get into another enemy, but this game runs decently. And if you guys have any other questions or any other games you want me to play, let me know in the comment section down below, and we'll see if we can get those out of the way. We're gonna use our powers right here. All right. And we have our power up. Sheesh. So it looks really good. Our power-ups and everything look good. As you guys can see, the graphics are all loaded in the background. We have that fairy tale castle and windmill as well, but this game runs fine. Definitely runs fine. It's going to have obviously a little bit of lag if you guys have it overclocked like me on these higher graphical settings. But everything looks good on this so far, and you guys are going to be able to play this. Do keep in mind that this may heat up, since this is a very, very graphic intensive game. So keep that in mind, but the reflections and shadowing and everything looks good so far. Pretty decent quality, and very surprising that this runs on the Galaxy A23 5G. Yeah guys, hopefully this video did give you some value. I tried out 4 different games on this phone. I think those were all of the 4 games that people commented on my unboxing video. If there's any other videos you guys want me to do on the Galaxy A23 5G, just go ahead and comment them down here. I am going to be in the studio all day filming, so just let me know and we'll get a ton of those videos filmed out for you, and we'll get those tests done. But hopefully you enjoyed this video. This has been some fun from TechRight. Peace out, Tech Gang.